we're going to call this and say that Jake Paul has a slight moral victory in a way in all of this, even though he got his jaw broke and everything like that. And I want you to elaborate for the people at home because I want you to give them the view that you took of this, even though he got his ass whooped. You know.
Okay, so basically, all right, the way that basically everything is kind of gone down with everybody talking about how Jake Paul got his jaw broke, rightfully so, is that basically, he it happened in a way that it was just like everybody could enjoy. Everybody could basically be like, all right, we can all laugh at Jake Paul. We could say, this is what we came to see. This is the knockout that we wanted, blasey, blasey, all that. And so with that, uh, I think the thing is that it gets lost, and not necessarily gets lost on people,
Hmm.
but it's the fact of the matter of um sorry, I'm posting the link to everybody. I didn't think we was gonna go to Jake Paul this early,
Hmm.
but like I think that, but the thing about it is he basically went into that fight kind of going with I'm not supposed to win this.
You're right.
He
You're right.
came into the fight that basically was like, all right, you know what? This is what this is. I'm basically saying that, I'm a fighter. I'm a guy that is fighting. And so like, yeah, he went into it saying, and I'm trying to pull up the quote. He went into it saying like, hey, the pressure should be on you, Anthony Joshua. All the
Hmm.
pressure of everything to fight should be on you, which is true. Anthony Joshua is an elite fighter. He is a former wrestler. He's a former heavyweight champion. He is a great boxer. He's beaten some of the best
Olympic gold
that
medalist.
Olympic gold medalist, everything. Like he should beat somebody like Jake Paul. And the analogy I always thought about it of is kind of like the misogynistic one, which is, you got beat by a girl. In this situation, Jake Paul would be the girl in that he is not supposed to beat them. And then if Anthony Joshua was to get beat by him, then it would look so goddamn bad on him, which is true. He would be getting beat by a guy that is not a boxer, is not anybody that he's a boxing hobbyist, but not necessarily a boxer. And so Jake Paul, if y'all actually did see the fight, like he was running around the ring for like the first couple of rounds. Joshua basically couldn't really corner him. He got to the point where he could, and then he did. And then bop 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 later,
Boom.
it was just basically that, yeah, Jake Paul was gonna get down. It was like Jake Paul could not stay on his feet in the fourth round. He like slipped and fell at least 6 7 times. He looked like Joel Embiid out there.
Yes.
Like it was bad, and but he looked human against somebody that is elite. And so that's what it's supposed to be. And what I also thought about is, because we talked about on the show, like, the homie Nate, the homie Jarvis, like they would tell me like, hey, would you fight? Which my initial answer would be no. But it's like, would you fight this person in the ring for $1 million? I'm like, no, because I'm not a fighter. I'm not a boxer. Like this person knows how to beat somebody like me who doesn't know what the fuck they doing. And so when it came to Jake Paul, that's what it looked like. It looked like somebody that, didn't know what they were doing, but also going against somebody that very much immensely did. And so when I say Jake Paul won because Jake Paul knew what he needed to do, which was sell the fight, get a lot of people in the tent, get a lot of people to see these other up and coming fighters like not up and coming because she's been around for a long time, Alicia Baumgartner,
Hmm.
but like be able to expose these people to an audience that may not have seen them, people that just come to see Jake Paul lose. So I mean, he did that. Also, when he basically got that final knockdown where he's like, wow, like it felt like he was just like, yeah, I made it. And he kept doing the whole mouth thing and everything like that because he was like, yeah, mission accomplished. He
Hmm.
knew that, all right, this is what I needed to do, which was get into this ring, sell this fight, and make this shit happen. Now I get fucked up also, but he's one of those trolls. That's what he does. He'll inflict pain on himself for the sake of entertainment. This, and like I said, this is not for me to like say anything good about Jake Paul. I'm not a Jake Paul fan. I don't watch anything that Jake Paul's ever done. I don't care for the motherfucker. I really don't. But when I can speak for is this motherfucker got people in the tent, got me to watch because it was on Netflix. So I was like, fuck it, I'll watch it. If I had to pull up a stream, it wasn't gonna fucking happen. But like, I basically, watched it, saw it, was like, yep, this is wild. This is should have gone, and it went the way they were supposed to. So, well, I give dude his credit because he did it. He did something I would never do, and I give him credit for that. But also, yeah, enjoy the in dessert.
Okay, now time for my black people victory lap right now. Black people everywhere.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We watched and we got to see what the hell we wanted to see.
That's absolutely true. Knocked out.
And he couldn't get his ass up.
He got check his life alert.
You might want to check his life alert. I was so pleased to watch this last night. And it was the art and the skill of boxing because first, he got his body beat on. He wanted to run around the ring. He thought, I'm going to get on my bike and I'm going to make it 8 rounds. I just got to last 24 minutes going around in circles. Don't get hit too much. And we can make this a decision. And Anthony Joshua was like, tune up. Got to get to this Tyson Fury fight. Bap out, slow down. Bap out, slow down. Quit moving so much. Bap out. And then finally, whenever we got to the 5th round, wop, babaloo, bop, twice, put him down. And then in the 6th round, it was boom. Wasn't no bing, bing, bong, bong, no none of that. It was on the ground, sit your ass down. You stay right here, can't hold this one. Now, with that being said, am I happy? Yes. Because one thing that I said would happen, he was going to get knocked out. He's not a professional boxer. He should not play with these guys. Has he put up a good fight for a while against other people? Yeah. But we showed last night what that line is. That line is right there. Then whenever you step it and you become a habitual line stepper, and you cross the line on the other side, that they're going to knock your ass back over to the other side where your ass came from. And that's what happened. Now, has he put on some good promotions and he showcased other people like you said, other boxers? Yeah, sure. But has he been a nuisance to the boxing community? Yes, he has. And everybody loves to see a nuisance get knocked out. And that's what happened. And I enjoyed it. Now, what this means for Anthony Joshua, even though he went out there and he gave a good speech, say he did something people wouldn't do, you're right, Anthony. Because regular people who don't want CTE or concussions aren't going to step in the ring with a professional, okay? They're not going to do that. They have a thing called common sense, okay?
I've heard of it, but I don't think a lot of people in the audience have,
And I'm here to explain. It's sense of the common folks that says, it's going red. If I touch it, red either means stop, which it does, and red means it could be hot, which it does.
Either you stop it or it stops you.
Yeah. Either I stop it or it's going to stop me. I don't want to be stopped right now. So I'm not going to touch it. So common sense says not to touch that. Okay? It's just like little kids. Ow, that's hot. Well, we know not to touch that again, okay? It's hot. We know to stay away from that, to steer clear. I think that he's had his that shit is hot moment. Okay? It's way more hot than what I thought it was going to be.
Yep.
Let me not touch that fire again. No.
Or he might. And that's what I think that I think there's a misconception when it comes to certain shit. But it's like, I think there is a chance that he's going to touch the stove again. And that's because it's like he can. Because the thing about it is like, he is the circus. And he has been the circus. He has been perpetuating himself as, I am a fighter. I am a boxer. I am a cruiserweight ranked individual, but he's been a circus. He's been I gotta check. Yeah. Well, I mean, he might. Yeah, he probably isn't. But like,
is because it was a heavyweight fight, not a cruiserweight fight. So
yeah. But overall, like, he's gonna basically be like, shit, my jaw gonna heal. He did say he's gonna take some time off, of course, because he got a broken fucking jaw. But like, he's gonna probably touch that stove again because it's like, as long as what the clip say? As long as there's demand, someone will supply. He's gonna supply, and that's just what he does. Like I don't think the realization that I fought an elite fighter is gonna be the things like maybe I shouldn't do this because there's a bunch of tomato cans that's ready to go fight him and get a big payday because they're going to fight Jake Paul on a card and it's going to be in an arena that's going to basically have a great gate that's going because people want to see him lose. I don't He's going to do that until he doesn't have arms. And I think it's something to get used to, but I ain't say but like it's what it is. It's just what it should be, I can't say.
So look, I got a question for you, Rob. How many times did you touch the oven after it burnt your ass the first time?
Oh, I need it once. I can only speak for me and what I would do. Because I even said it. I wouldn't have done this shit in the first fucking place. All right. I wouldn't have fucked that grown ass man in the first fucking place that these women are going gaga over. Because now these women have been basically clued into what Anthony Joshua is. And now they go and Google over that motherfucker. And they wouldn't have done that if that motherfucker wouldn't have fought Jake Paul. So he's been basically bringing a lot of people to the yard when it comes to this. But like I said, I wouldn't have done that. But it's the same thing. I don't skydive. I don't go on roller coasters. I ain't with none of that shit. So it's like for me, I can't base it off of me because I don't do a lot of shit. But if that man wants to do that for a payday and that's what it is, fine to him because at least it's working out for some other people.
Yeah. Hey, that's on him. I know this. I ain't touched the stove again. Like you said, I do the roller coasters. I ain't skydiving or nothing like that. But in the end, and I just want to dampen you women fire for all y'all going crazy over this nigga. Daniel Dubois put this nigga dick in the dirt not too long ago. He made him lay down on the side like he was a cat, okay? I just want y'all to know this. Okay? So,
He's alright, but he not real.
Yeah, look, Daniel Dubois folded him up something serious.
Like laundry.
I mean, big time laundry. He was like, here go the sheets and the towels. You got to put the socks over there. He made Anthony Joshua later. I said, God damn. I said, we ain't gonna see him in Rush Hour 5.
Yeah.
Hey, it is what it is. But
right.
It showed us what we need to talk about. But